Hi folks, so I just put the food out. Well, okay, I just put the water bowl out and I just put food in the bowl near the door. Scruffy was lying a little bit under that table in the shade. Looks like he's been hanging out on the deck for a while now, but not close. I think it's just kind of his daily routine to nap and keep an eye at the door in case I might bring food or something like that. So I'm sitting at the chair next to the door. I'm curious if he's going to approach or not. So once I put the water out and came back in to get the food, Scruffy came over to where he's sitting now, and yeah, so just kick the plate closer to the door. So I don't expect much to happen. So we've been playing this lunch game for a while now, and it hasn't been working out. So at best, he comes to the door. I go out, put the food there, and he walks way out to the railing. And then occasionally he'll walk off the deck. And then I come back in, and then maybe he comes back to the door, and then I go back out, and he walks away, and then we kind of keep repeating until basically he doesn't eat. So I'm not terribly enthusiastic about trying this again. We seem to have much better luck at night, but I'm willing to entertain him a little bit this afternoon, give it another try. So I was curious about the valerian root and the honeysuckle and the silver vine that I left out. From here, I think I see a little bit of the honeysuckle just kind of splashed around. It's hard to see with all the leaves. I think the wind probably blew most of it away. Unless he's been rolling around in it, but based on last night's experience, I don't think he touched it. So do you want some food, Scruffy? Or are we going to play this silly game that we always play every day, which I'm starting to get tired of? So I'm starting to think I might, just skip the day feedings in the future. I'm willing to give it a try here and there, but it's starting to become a waste of time, I think. He's not been motivated to come for food. I think it's a combination of a few things. So first, I think he's probably catching mice or something in the middle of the night, late mornings or something like that. So he might not be as hungry in the afternoon. Plus, he likes to nap in the afternoon, so maybe just not hungry. Second thing is, now that I've started petting him more, so he knows that if he wants the food, he has to get petted, and I don't think he likes that. And so if he's not hungry enough, he just doesn't want to make that trade-off. So he'd rather just say, no, I'm not eating. And then the third thing, which I think was more apparent last night, so I wasn't even petting him, he seemed to get frustrated with the balls in the bowl. And near the end, where there's a few pieces left, it looked like he just gave up and walked off in frustration. So I think the slow feeding balls are actually really angering him or upsetting him and frustrating him, and it's like, no, I don't want to put up with this. I don't care if there's food there. I don't care if it's free food. I don't care if you're not petting me. These balls are really irritating me, and I've had enough, and I'm not going to do it. So he might be blaming me for the balls and acting out. So I think those major three things are why we're not doing feedings in the afternoon anymore. I suspect if I just put the bowl out there and left him alone, he'd eat it, but Part of this is to socialize them. Part of this, the whole ordeal is to try to make them a little more social. And so just me leaving the food out there, like we did when we started, I think puts us in the wrong direction. And so maybe I'm asking too much, but hey, I'm the one giving you the food, Scruffy. So so there is a price. It's not completely free. So I need you to interact with me. Otherwise, I could just get an automatic cat food dispenser or something like that, and have nothing to do with you, never see you, and you get your free food. But why would I do that? So right now I put in a little close to his 1/8 cup. I actually put in a little more. It's actually closer to 1/4 of a cup. It's more of a sloppy accident. It's pouring the stuff into the measuring cup's not very precise, and then I know he doesn't eat it all because of the balls now. So having a little bit extra there to keep him coming back is probably okay. And then I don't really expect him to eat today, today at lunchtime. So the food's going to basically be untouched. And then if I add another 1/8 of a cup approximately tonight for dinner, that would give him his full daily allowance in the bowl. And he gets to eat it all in one shot and makes the bowl look fuller and easier to get because there's more food for the same number of balls. So I don't think actually I don't remember. I can't remember if he drank water yesterday. So I think I put the water next to the door here, and instead of over there, because he didn't want to approach me, and he was distracted by me. I think he wouldn't come for the water, so I put it back over there. So I'm still not running the PSYOPs. I probably should resume, but I think I should hunt down for a new set of videos that specialize in cat meowing and cat playing explicitly. I was kind of playing just more random stuff. Some of it had playing, some had meowing, but I don't think the content density was high enough to make an impact, because he's not constantly watching the TV. He comes here and there. Like when he comes for the water, he'll maybe see it. When he's waiting for me, when he turns his head, you might see it. I think the meowing actually catches his attention, so he does turn to the TV when he hears meow just to see what's going on. So I might need to build my own compilation of meow videos, which is going to take some time. And honestly, I don't know if I want to do that, but I might try. So now that the valerian root and honeysuckle and catnip and silvervine and whatever else I tried doesn't work, basically all the drugs, basically Caspian straws, whatever that saying is. Hey, Scruffy. So I'm gonna blink. I don't know if you can see me because I'm looking at the screen right now. And so the screen and the so the screen's blocking my line of sight to Scruffy, so I don't know if you can see my eyes or not. So did you want some food, Scruffy? I'll get you some food. So he came to the door. That's So I think more than he's done in a while. Okay, Scruffy. Okay, so I'm gonna slowly open the door, and I'm gonna go out there. Okay, and yeah, this sunlight exposure is like really bad. So that's another reason maybe I shouldn't do this in the day. Well, I might need to switch phones. I think the phone I'm using right now may not do daytime as well. I'm not sure if it's just because the sun keeps changing position as we enter fall, or if it's because this phone camera is not as good as the other one I started with. And I kind of like this device a little better for what I'm doing. I was using the other phone for other things. Hey Scruffy, you want some food? Okay, so we're coming in around 12 minutes here. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to give him. I guess I can give him 5 minutes. So I do have some things I'm supposed to do. So, oh yeah, so there is the valerian root. And then I think that's the honeysuckle. And then yeah, I do actually see some greens. I don't know if you can see them in the camera in the light, but yeah, there's a little bit of silver vine. So yeah, I don't think Scruffy's been using it. So has no interest in it. What a shame. You're broken, you know that? You're defective. You take you into the shop and get you serviced or something. Yeah, I'm thinking, entire replacements needed. Because yeah, you are defective and possibly beyond repair. So he's just chilling. I'll put the cup down on the table so I can rest a little bit. So I'm not looking directly at him, and I'm blinking, but yeah, now I'm sitting upright, so I'm above the table, so we don't even have line of sight. So I guess it's better that he's chilling there instead of near the railing. So we're closer than the past few days, because yeah, he's been really walking far. So yeah, I think he's still kind of harboring resentment and anger towards me from the vomiting, and then the balls are harder now. So I know he doesn't. I don't think he's ever liked the balls, and yeah, they keep getting harder. And I still haven't figured out a slow feeder bowl that I think would be good for him. I think all the ones, so they basically fall into two camps. So there are ones I think that will be too easy for him, and so he's still going to eat too fast and throw up. And then I think there are ones that are going to be even more frustrating than what I have, and he'll probably be even more angry and may even be harder to approach, because some of them actually require him to use his paw. He can't put his head down. And I think because he's been putting his head down into the bowl, it's like one of the reasons I can actually pet him. If he's, on his paws trying to reach into the food, I think he's probably going to try to avoid me more. I think hunger would actually probably eventually give in, and he just says screw it and I want the food and let me pet him. But because he's on his paws too, I'm also worried he might take a swipe at me and scratch me or something like that, and I don't want that to happen. I was reviewing footage from one of the hisses he did a few days ago, maybe it was a week ago. And it was a pretty nasty hiss, and I slowed it down and I was watching the slow motion of it, and I don't know if he was actually taking a swipe at me or not. So his paw kind of comes around. It might just be because he was quickly turning and trying to get out of the way, or get away from me. And I think that's probably what he's doing. But yeah, the paw does kind of swing a little bit, and I'm like, maybe he was really mad. The hiss was pretty loud, and he was definitely irritated, and it kind of came out of nowhere because I was petting him, kind of the same way I had been petting him, and then just suddenly he decided, to hiss and skedaddle and possibly swipe. So I'm not terribly interested in putting me in a more dangerous position already. I'm probably taking more risks than I should, just because I have no idea if he's had his rabies shots, if rabies shots are still good, what other shots he might have had, because I don't know what the TNR programs do around here. I don't know if they only neuter or if they actually give vaccines and other things, and then how good those vaccines are good for. And then I don't know when he was TNR'd. This cat's been around, I think, for a while, so for all I know, the vaccines may have worn off by now. So I'm taking some risks dealing with Scruffy here. If it weren't for the lockdowns, I'd probably never have done this. So there's another risk profile that's not measured in statistics. So there are trade-offs, right? So you might not get COVID, but you might get some other things because you're starting to behave in ways that you don't normally behave. So I don't know if I want to get too much into this, but I've been, for the past several years, I've been taking care of my father. He had late-stage lung cancer, and it metastasized, so there are a lot of complications, and so he was in hospice near the end, and he passed pretty much right before the lockdown stuff. So it's fortunate that we didn't have to deal with all of that craziness with him, because it was already bad enough, and then having to worry about COVID, him getting COVID, or all the hospice nurses coming in, and all the different people that come in to help him, worrying about them carrying in and spreading it, and he's basically immune compromised already from all the chemo. You don't want to have to deal with that, and so I got fortunate with that. But I was reading that because of all the lockdowns, people like my father assuming they haven't been wiped out by the COVID in nursing homes and other hospice care. A lot of them are not getting the treatment that they need because everyone's so scared of the virus that we're not treating all the other things that can kill you. And so that's a big problem. There's a saying by a famous economist, I think it's Tom Sowell. He says, "Yeah, there are no solutions, only trade-offs." This is not COVID specific. It's just the saying he has. So you always have to make trade-offs. So my trade-off right now is risking rabies and other weird feline diseases because I'm interacting with this cat now. And then the irony is he doesn't want to interact with me, and the catnip and the silvervine and the honeysuckle and the valerian root don't work. So he still doesn't want to interact with me. So anyway, I'm way past 5 minutes. So I'm in the 21 minutes now. So I think I'm going to go in. I don't think he's going to eat. So everyone, thanks for watching, and I guess I don't think I'm going to resume. So so look for the next video, which will be tonight's dinner, presumably. Okay, thanks again. Bye.